Capstone Assignment 5. Sea level rise is a serious issue all over the world, especially in cities in the United States. One of these cities that is greatly affected by the recent rise in sea level is New York City. These rising sea levels can pose a threat on communities, ecosystems, and the economy. Another big threat caused by rising sea level is storm surges and flooding. Since 2000, flooding in New York increased by 247%. New York's drainage system can cause flooding as well. Seawater can get pushed into the pipes and flood out onto the streets. Hurricanes can be even more torrential and damaging in New York. New York is so vulnerable to this rising sea level and its major threats due to the slowing of the Gulf Stream and land sinkage. Sea level is rising about 1 inch every 7 to 8 years in New York. Scientists predict that within the next 14 to 15 years, sea level will have risen by 6 inches. Among the most vulnerable locations which scientists have made predictions for are Montauk, Port Jefferson, Kings Point, Bergen Point, and the Battery. Sea level rise has direct effects on New York's communities. Half of New York's residents are made up of these marine communities. With surging storms and rising sea levels, businesses are forced to shut down, causing unemployment and workers to have no jobs. Floods also cause expensive damages among the state. Public transportation is a main way of traveling and commuting among New Yorkers. Flooding and storm surges caused by these rising sea levels can affect public transportation to be shut down. This affects how people in these communities get around in their everyday lives. New York has spent over $4 billion on finding solutions to local sea level rise. New York City funded a $1 billion plan on how to handle flooding. Suffolk and Nassau counties also have plans for better sewer systems and seawalls. New York City specifically is building a $335 million seawall in Manhattan. Raising roads may also be a helpful solution to flooding and storm surges in NYC. Local communities and people can also help prevent the sea level rise and protect themselves by elevating their homes and buying flood insurance.